Here are the top mistakes that VR beginners make. Number one is tracking. So tracking is how your headset recognizes the controllers, but also its position in space. Without proper tracking, things can look a little bit laggy and can make you dizzy or cause motion sickness. So to fix this, make sure that you don't have any mirrors in your room, that you have the proper amount of lighting, and that there's no dog hair, dust, dirt, or anything on the cameras, which are what's used for tracking on inside-out tracking or on your base stations. Number two is not having the right play space. So there's a couple of elements to this, but make sure you have enough room for your play session, that any fragile things are put away, and that you set up your Guardian properly. Number three is not choosing the right headset. So if you're looking to play Asgard's Wrath 2, for example, that is a Meta Quest exclusive and is not available on PC VR. Additionally, if you're looking to play Half-Life Alyx, you cannot play that on a Quest standalone headset. You'll need PC VR. You can use a Quest headset, either air-linked or connected to your PC, but you need to make sure you have the proper specs on your computer to run PC VR. For example, you can't use a MacBook or a Chromebook for PC VR. So just make sure you're getting the right headset in order to play the games that you want to play. Next is not having enough games to play. So most people are familiar with Beat Saber or Gorilla Tag, but really you need to find the right games that you'll enjoy in order to have a good experience in VR. There's a lot of YouTubers that put out lists of new VR games regularly, so make sure to check those out. The next big mistake is paying full price for a game. So when you do find a game that you want to play, you don't actually need to pay full price for it usually. There's a couple of ways to save money on games. For example, you can get a Viveport Infinity subscription, which is almost like Netflix of VR games. You can play whatever game is available in that library at the time. This is just for Steam/PC VR. Now, for Quest only users, there is a Meta Quest Plus, which I think is $8 per month, and you get 2 titles per month that you get to keep as long as you have that subscription. Another way to save money on games is using referral codes. So if you comment below in this video what game you want to, I'll make sure to leave a link to my referral code, which gets you 25% off of that game. Finally, there are like third-party sites like Humble Bundle, where they'll have package deals to get a set number of games for a huge discount. All of these things will be linked below in the description. The next one is not having enough time to play all these games if you do end up getting a lot of them. Now, VR is a very physical type of gaming experience, so you won't be able to play as long as you would if you were playing a seated game. Now, once you do have a nice library of games, the next mistake is not having enough time to play it. You have to remember that VR is a very physical type of gaming experience. Even if you're playing like a seated experience, just because it requires you to use your body in order to do certain things in the game. Just make sure you're aware that you probably can't play as long in VR as you would on, say, console or Switch, because it can be pretty exhausting. Next is playing by yourself. I mean, VR is all about being able to connect with other people. So if you are having trouble finding people to play with, there are Discords for almost every single game that's out there. Also, you can join my Discord, which I'll link below, where you can join us for regular community events. Hope these tips were helpful. If I missed anything, leave them in the comments below so that way we can all have the best VR experience possible. See you next time.